Peace, y'all. What's up? This your boy Ebru, the Any Star host of the Diehardknicks Podcast. That's me up there. This is my boy Nicholas Christopher. I grew up with the guy. Let's go Knicks. You know how we do, bro. So anyway, obviously I'm on here for a reason, and that reason is the Kristaps news, right? So without further ado, let's just get right into this whole thing, man. Start the intro. Yeah, man. So let's just get right into it without me getting so angry and stuff like that. Because I mean, I don't know if you could see my eyes, the redness in my eyes, whatever. I was just about to go to sleep, and before I'm going to sleep, 'cause I got to get up early tomorrow, start my day or whatever. You get a notification on the phone. Oh, Kristaps just had another knee surgery. Another knee surgery. Oh my God. Let's just pull that up, okay? I have to put it on the screen for everyone that's paying attention on these lives here, man. So I had to put it on the screen. So this is Kristaps' injury history, right? This is only going up into November because he was drafted 2015 16 or whenever he was drafted. You know what I'm saying? So the injury history is even more extensive, right? Let me just make sure you guys can see me. So anyway, yeah, you guys can see me. So look. Let's go back to 2017 since this is the only thing they're showing. He was sick, left sprained ankle, lower back tightness. Remember he had a really bad back for a little while. He kept going in and out because of his back. He got a sore ankle, sore left knee irritation. Bam, he tears his ACL. Then his knee's been messed up ever since. He didn't start the season because he was hurt. Then he came back and he played well or whatever. I remember all the New York media was saying, "Oh, look at this," and they were throwing everybody and their mother was throwing out the trade. And look what we traded for Kristaps. Now look at Dallas; they're going to be good for forever, and this, that, and the other. But now look, the narrative is different now, right? Because the guy is like now he's injury prone. Now that this is a guy that is straight up injury prone. So I mean, I don't see any of the beat writers talking about it. Maybe they might be reporting it, or retweeting something that Shams or Wojnarowski might have posted. But this is news for the Knicks, man, because it's okay to kick the Knicks when they're down. But when something happens, whatever, to give the counter argument, then they're nowhere to be found, man. So I mean, how can I go here? Because I'm really trying not to go crazy here, but let's share something else here, man. Let's share our boy here. This is everybody's favorite kicking toy, and that's Julius Randle. So let's share something from Julius Randle. This is his stats here. His salary stats. So sign with the Knicks, right? That was a big thing. Oh, why they sign him to all that money? He sucks. A spin move and this, that, and the other. All right, say what you want to say. The guy's still 19 and 9. Still 20-9, whatever his stats are. Because I can easily scroll up for the people that are watching. But I mean, his stats already. But his empty stats and this, that, and the other because they didn't win anything and whatever. It's like the most empty stats that you could think of. Okay, cool. Say what you want to say, but the guy still put up the numbers, right? In the NBA, it's not easy to put up numbers like that. If they did, everybody would do it. Anyway, $18 million guaranteed for this season. Then he only had 2 more years left. He got 2020, 2021 season, 18.9. The 21-22 season, 19.8. So it's guaranteed, but it was only a 3-year contract. So I mean, you could live with a 3-year contract because at the end of this season, then we'll have 1 year left. You could throw him into a package, easily move somebody that's only making 19 million a year. So like I said, we're not going to go through stats because if you want to compare stats, the stats are very comparable as well. So let's just go to the meat of this conversation, and that's Kristaps Porzingis stats. So we'll bring that up for the people watching at home. So this is Kristaps stats here. Same thing. We're just looking at his current salary. You can see it at the bottom of the screen there. 27 million for the past season. Next year, 29 million. The year after that, 31. The year after that, 33. You know what I'm saying? And then the year after that, which is in green, and if you follow the thing, it says a player option for 36 million. He's absolutely going to take that player option for 36 million. So by the time Randle is off the books, you know, Kristaps will still have two guaranteed years in his contract, making double, making double of what Randolph is making. So it just gets better. You could just scroll up to the top and you could just talk about the trade. But look who they gave up. They gave up Trey Burke, Tim Hardaway Jr., Courtney Lee, you know, all this other stuff that you want to add to it. You know what I'm saying? And the Knicks ended up getting Andre DeAndre Jordan, Wesley Matthews, Dennis Smith Jr., and two first round picks. Two first round picks. You know what I'm saying? So like the narrative is that we gave away all of our team or whatever. I mean, Trey Burke didn't play for them. Tim Hardaway Jr. finally he's stepping up, but the guy's like old now. He should be trying to get some of consistency in the NBA. Courtney Lee is done. So I mean, like right now, as the trade stands, it's pretty even. If you want to say it's pretty even, but if let's say if Kristaps doesn't play right, because I mean, let's even talk about this. The Clutch Points article that I'm referring to in this for this video. They talk about that Kristaps will be. That's the title of the article. It says Kristaps will be available for the beginning of next season. Okay, whenever that is, you know what I'm saying? So you mean to tell me this little procedure, he'll be ready for the start of training camp whenever that starts? I mean, get off it, man. That's the narrative that they want to press against us. But if let's say if he never got hurt, he never had a surgery, whatever, and he played well throughout the playoffs, the constant narrative will be that the Knicks suck, the Knicks don't know what they're doing, disgruntled, dysfunctional, all this other stuff. Everybody attacking our fandom left and right. You know what I'm saying? But like now this happens, and the first article that I see, that made me come on tonight was the Clutch Points article, and it says that Kristaps will be available, but didn't even say what happened. You had to click the article and then read, and they're talking about him that he got had the surgery or whatever. Come on, man. I mean, back in the days, guys used to have surgery all the time. I remember John Starks. Every time you look around, he was having some kind of surgery to remove debris and stuff like that. So without even having to go through it, I'm quite sure that's exactly what Kristaps had. He just had surgery to remove debris or whatever, or to clear something. But I believe it was cartilage. He had to remove some cartilage from his knee. That's going to happen when you have ACL surgeries, especially if somebody's so big that keeps trying to do point guard moves and stuff like that. Like if you have a big man that's 7'3", you want the guy to actually post up and take advantage of that height. They put shooting guards on him. They put shooting guards and point guards on him. So like it is. It's just so frustrating being a Knicks fan, because I know look, we're not good, man. So everybody's gonna shit on us and whatever. But I mean, when it comes down to tell the whole story, you got to tell the whole story, man. So I mean, I wish nothing wrong. I don't wish nothing bad on Kristaps. You know what I'm saying? Because everything happened the way it happened because it needed to happen. They were trying to make a power move, to show their leverage over the Knicks and whatever. So the Knicks said, you know what, go somewhere else. And we got 2 draft picks from you, a couple promising dudes to work with, and cap space. So we're good. We work with that. And hindsight is 2020. Look at it now. We have a very well managed cap right now. We have 2 extra picks now, and then if Kristaps is not going to play, and if he's not ready for the beginning of next season, and let's say if he keeps having these off and on injuries all the damn time, then that a first round pick that we got, 2 first round picks that we got from Dallas, is going to be way better than we expected. So this is all a win-win for the Knicks, and like I said, I don't want to wish bad on anybody, but I don't care about Kristaps, bro. He's on the Dallas Mavericks, competitive wise. Not I'm talking about the person individually, because people get that misconstrued as well. Because when you talk badly about an NBA player, we're talking about sports here. So I don't care about him. He plays for the Dallas Mavericks. So I'm looking at it as a competitive thing. The Knicks, you don't associate me with the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? I might have opinion about the team and stuff like that, and I love the team and this and the other, but don't confuse me with the team. You could talk badly about the team, but don't make it personal. Same thing with the players. You know what I'm saying? The players play for these certain teams, so whoever they are off the court and this, that, and the other, that's totally different compared to the competitive natures between sports fans, sports teams, and that whole thing. Because that's sports, man. You can't take that away from people. But I say all that to say is that I don't wish nothing bad on the guy, but I mean, like, if you're gonna make reports and want to chew out the Knicks because we made a bad move because Kristaps is playing well. Now, if the guy's constantly in the operating table every time you look around, like the game of operation, you know what I'm saying? Then you need to paint that story too. You know what I'm saying? And painted that the Knicks might actually come up now because if Kristaps, like I said, if he can't come back, and if he's not averaging the 23 points a game that he averaged since then when he came back this year, if he's not going to do that for you, then it's a win for this trade is a win, or if not a wash now for the Knicks, and it's still the story to be told because these draft picks haven't came in yet. And like I said, this goes now to like if Kristaps is healthy, if they were to add another player on that team to make that roster better, now you're talking about a team that might actually get to the Western Conference Finals, maybe second round, or maybe even to the NBA Finals if they get that third player, to go with the players that they have. But now you're talking about Kristaps that he's going to be hurt, and this, I mean, like I said, he's 7'3", so he's going to be hurt all the time. Like he doesn't have any big man moves, no bread and butter moves. Everything is still crossovers, stutter steps, and all this other stuff that he shouldn't be doing at 7'3". He shouldn't be fading away. He shouldn't be doing jab steps, and he shouldn't be trying to cross somebody up at 7'3". He should just be blowing by guys if you're gonna do that. And he definitely needs a freaking go-to move, man. Hook shot or something, up and under move. A spin towards the basket, not a spin away from the basket. So anyway, these are all problems that are not ours anymore. This is all Dallas Mavericks problems. But like I said, I pointed out the Julius Randle salary. Julius Randle's only making 18 mil. I think it goes only up to 19 is what I read a little bit earlier when I pulled the stats out. When I pull the stats out, only 18 million a year for 2 more seasons, next season and the season after that. Kristaps still has like a full what? Let me. I know I pulled it up. I just want to get it right because I'm salivating. He still has 4 more years, fam. 4 more years for double the salary. Holy shit! So I mean, guys, I already made the podcast about Chris Paul, and I said everything I had to say about that. Chris Paul makes 40 something mil. So I mean, like let's say if we had kept Kristaps and to on that salary, right now instead of having 40 million right now, we would have like what damn near like 20 million. We only have like 20 something million left with an injured star. How do you get better? How do you get better? You can't even make a trade for Chris Paul at that point. If we had Kristaps, you can't even make a trade for Chris Paul because you have nothing at that point. A dude that's constantly having surgeries, and now you have no ability to get better. So like everyone that was like so going crazy that we should have kept Kristaps and stuff like that for 36 million in that last year player option. Talking about 30 mil from 29 mil for next year, and then it just constantly goes up for the next 4 years, where it maxes out at $36 million a year for this freaking guy. You know what I'm saying? Like whoever was saying that it was a great trade for Dallas and we got fleeced again and all this, where are you? I want to know where you are. Come into the comments on this video when I post. If you're in these chats, hit me in the chats and tell me tell me where you are. Tell me where you are so I can remember, whatever. Because I have screenshots. I'm not gonna pull it up yet. There's an opportune time to do all that stuff. But I mean, for all those people that were talking so much junk about that Kristaps trade, where are you now? Where are you now? Because if he was on the team right now making that money, we will be dead. We will be dead in the water for another 4 years. And then people still talking about guys like Chris Paul and stuff. If we trade for Chris Paul could probably get hurt again. The motherfucker gets hurt every year. He gets hurt every year, damn near, man. Weird injuries, hip injuries, knee injuries, back injuries, arm injuries, everything. It freaking hurts everything. Kristaps even had a shoulder injury, if I remember. He got like a stinger in his arm, and he was wearing that half brassiere thing, for his shoulder. I think that was like his rookie year. I mean, Jesus Christ, man. I think he had an elbow problem too. I mean, come on, man. Man, I see a comment popped up here on so this is my man Sean Hughes. So this is East New York in the building right here, man. So this is my man Chris Nicholas. I showed his tweet a little his post from Facebook a little earlier. This is my other guy from East New York, Sean Hughes. He got his pretty little daughter there. Kristaps is injury prone, man. What are you talking to here about Chris Paul? He said, what is Chris Paul going to do for the team? We need a lot more than Chris. Thank you. And that's the whole point that I'm here is that if Kristaps was here and we signed him to that contract, then what are we doing? We can't even make the Chris Paul's trade. And if he was to make a Chris Paul's trade, well, Chris Paul's gonna be playing by himself. This doesn't make any sense, man. So anyway, I direct everybody to go to anyway, right at this point, I'm on all platforms right now. I'm on YouTube, I'm on Sportscaster, Facebook, Twitter, every audio platform or whatever. Go back to my last podcast when I'm talking about Chris Paul, and I give you a whole rundown of a bunch of different scenarios. But oh man, it just it's just tiring. It's just tiring, man. It's tiring work. Well, let's say like right now, like they make so much. They talk so much about how the NBA players have this, that, and the other, have a lot of stuff going on. Whatever you do, you don't know what it's like to do this, and you don't know whatever. Everybody always look at the money. But listen, give me $36 million to have surgeries every freaking year. You know what I'm saying? Do you see my eyes? I am extremely tired, but I couldn't go to bed and without speaking on this, man. Because I mean, oh man, I just let me take a drink, man. For those listening on the audio, that eyes for you. For the visual guys, you can see me drinking the liquids, man. So since I'm here, man, let's look at Sportscaster. Sportscaster, I'm gonna shout everybody out here. We got Simeon Russell here. Speaking, we got Rock, we got Terrible Alex. Tina Tequila. These are people that I've noticed before. QB Girl is here. Thank you, Terrible Alice, for following. And Tina Tequila sent me 200 tickets, man, for popcorn. Thank you, man. I wish I had it, man. Freaking my mouth is going dry right now. Jimmy and the boys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for following on Sportscasters too. You guys are great. But yeah, man, my East New York gang, man. If you guys are still watching. We got to hook up, man, and do a podcast. I would love to get a bunch of you guys in it because when you talk about basketball and stuff like that, I grew up with you guys, and we all talked Knicks. TV in front of the yard, yelling and screaming from out the window when the Knicks win a playoff game, man. So we gotta get up with each other, man. So that's an open invitation for all my East New York family, whatever, man. So that's really it, man. I just wanted to voice my opinion on this Kristaps thing because it's not fair for Knicks fans to have to deal with this shit all the fucking time. If you're gonna paint one picture, you got to paint both sides of the fucking thing. And I just want to reiterate also, like I said, I'm trying to get you guys to go check out my last pod. But if you're a follower of the Knicks, you don't need me to tell you all this stuff. But I'm gonna regurgitate it anyway. We have cap space, 40-something mil right now. We got a whole bunch of young guys. We got DSJ. DSJ possibly could come back and do something. Just go down the line. RJ Barrett, we had the possibility to sign Fred VanVleet. He's from Canada. Maybe you might want to play with RJ. You never know. Tom Thibodeau, people love Tom Thibodeau. So maybe these guys might want to go play with them. You sign those guys. Maybe a Jordan Clarkson might want to come over for like 10 mil. You got Malik Beasley that I talked about in the last part. You have other options, right? Rather than making trades for these fucking stupid guys with the names, man. This is all media driven. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me. Deaf to the media, the traditional media. I know this is a form of media or whatever, but don't go to ESPN and the talking heads and hearing all that information, whatever. Follow on people that you support, that they are real diehard fans, whatever, and build with the community, man. Nicholas is still here. We need a stretch four playmaking point guard. Hell, fucking yeah, we need those players, man. So I mean, we got plenty of people on the free agent market. Like I said, I mentioned Fred VanVleet. Hypothetically, he's only going to get like 20 mil, but you still got 20-something mil after that. So you can get like like I said, the Jordan Clarkson really cheap, and they get that other dude from Latvia that could shoot. That was on San Antonio and Washington or whatever. You can get him. You know what I'm saying? Like you never know what these teams, what these players, and everybody will want. Because I mean, right now we have the name recognition for our own selves. Tom Thibodeau. That means that we mean business. Other different guys that are well respected around the league. So you can't expect to get all these superstars because the world is flat. You know what I'm saying? And all this other nonsense. Or the coaches are not necessary. One day I might coach, one day he might coach. You know what I'm saying? These are the type of guys that we wanted to sign because the media told us that they were coming. But now look at them. Look at hindsight is 2020. Right now is like the best time to be a Knicks fan. So Yeah, man. This has been Evil the Any Star, host of the Diehardknicks Podcast. I hope you guys like that. That's Evil the Any Star. Evil is a play on my real name. Any Star is East New York Star. So gang, man. My East New York peeps are in the building. Shout out to Sportscaster. Also shout out to Twitter. I know you guys are watching as well. So how we do it on the podcast, but 4 fingers to the forehead, tuck in your thumb, salute. See you guys on the next one, and thanks for tuning in, man. Tune in for for another podcast soon. And like I said, open invitation for my East New York fan, man. We got to get together and do a show together. We got, a bunch of people have been asking me. Even Uncle Raymond, shout out to him. So anyway, I catch you guys on the next one, and please continue to tune in. Shout out to Clutch Points for the article, and we out, man. Peace.